Halloween, what a scary time of year. So I've been sitting here racking my brain trying to figure out something to make for Halloween. And, hold on one second. And I came up with this, and I screwed it all up, and I might fix it in another video. But what if, just stay with me here, what if we took some gnarly wood I found out in the woods? I got a bunch of it too, see? And we add some black and orange and maybe a little bit of white to it and see what happens. All right, so I have this stuff that I found down in the woods. I cleaned it up the best I could, got all the dirt off the best I could, and there's still some dirt on there. That's all right. So I want to start putting this, actually, wonder, it might not be, these might be too big, some of it. So let's put this in here just like that, and we'll take little pieces and put it around it. This ain't going to be a giant bowl, but all right, there we go. Now we got this in here. I'm going to blow this out with some air here, and when I come back, we're going to go ahead and pour some orange and black, and I think I'm going to leave out the white this time. And then we'll just make a nice candy dish for Halloween to give candy out to the poor little misguided children that may stumble into my lair. All right, so now we got these both mixed up, and I mixed them up just so I can make sure that they were all mixed up real good. And we've got Vivid Orange from Black Diamond, and then we've got Carbon Black by Jacquard Pearl Eggs. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a couple of pours, so this is not going to be the last. It's just the first. Probably going to have to make 2 or 3 pours. So it's time to take this out of the pressure pot. And you know, I am totally expecting this thing to be cracked once we start turning. But that is the consequences to waiting to the last minute to pour something for Halloween a couple of days before it's due out. Because in all actuality, I could have just waited, used thick set, just poured the whole thing, and not have had a worry in the world, right? But no, I had to wait till the last minute, and that's what you guys get for watching me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this and then head it over to the lathe, and we'll see what happens from there. I'm sitting here looking at it, and I think that I'm going to make this the top and this the bottom for a couple of reasons, but I've got an inclusion right here, and I'm going to have to fill that unless it curves over as the bottom. And I think that we're going to kind of have, because this is wider, a little bit wider, we're going to have it come out and then in, so it'll be like a teardrop kind of coming in without the top part of it. I think. I don't know. Hell. Alright guys, I don't know if you've seen me use one of these before. I decided to go with this as the top, by the way. But this little ring right here fits right in on the chuck. And then you open up the chuck and it'll be tight on there. So it works as a faceplate. Now we can start turning, ladies and gentlemen. I have a very aggressive point on this, and that means that I can cut straight in on stuff. And I like it. I've been using this for a few years now. I first saw Daryl Jones over at Dreadnought use a tip like this. So I've already started losing too much of this bowl because I was chasing the inclusion from where, well, I guess the inclusion. It was just where the resin didn't flow. But I've got the cracks already starting in here, so we're just going to fill them with CA glue, Starbond. I really like using the gouge, but this stuff is extremely hard, so I'm going to switch over to the carbide. Traditionalist be damned. So there's some things that are working against me. One is this must be a root ball of some sort, and it has dirt in it, and it's really killing all my tools. Then I had a screw bust off way down in there, so I had to drill that out. So these two things are causing sort of a harmonics that is causing a squeal when I'm turning. But I mean, and this stuff's super hard. I don't know why it's so hard. This stuff has so much dirt in it, it's flattening out my bit. There could be a small rock in there. I don't know. This is going to sound very strange, but I think what I'm going to do is try to drill some of this out and give me a little bit of an easier turn. Oh, something's hard in there. Damn. Something's hard. There's a rock in there or something. Alright, we're going to do something else. I know that this is getting kind of weird, but I've got the, I got a little, I don't know, arbor tool that I'm going to use to see if I can get some of this out. Now, I don't know if this is going to work or what. Alright, there's something in there. It's probably a rock, and it is sparking off of this, but, I don't know, we're going to keep going. Something's shooting off sparks like crazy. I don't see any kind of metal or rock. Unless that is rock, I don't know. Whatever it is, we're going to keep going. Good Lord, what is going on here? It's like there's a rock in there or something. I can't. We're just going to keep going. You know, every time I do a damn root ball or whatever the hell that is, it is like the worst experience I've ever had. So the bottom's still fairly thick, and I gotta get into this corner some more. But I noticed this crack right here, and I think that's the one that was down at the bottom. So I'm gonna flood it, make sure that that gets up in there. Holy, that took forever. So you want to know how many times I had to get new carbide bits. I went through 8 of them, and I sharpened the last 2 4 times each. Holy crap. That's a lot of carbide bits. So here it is, it's done. It's sitting on the lathe and it's drying. I need to get my outro done because I need to get inside and get this video edited. There's nothing like waiting until the last minute to do a video. So I'm calling this the Ghoulish Halloween Bowl. It really lived up to the expectations I have for my Halloween projects. I'll put a link in the description to some of my other Halloween bowls and videos, and you'll see I normally have issues, and this one did not disappoint. I'm not sure what was in there, a rock, a piece of metal, or whatever, but it really tore up my carbide tools. Don't worry, I'm going to take some pictures of this once it dries, put it at the end of the video for you guys to see. It looks just amazing. Let me bring you up here so you can see it on the lathe. Man, just look at that. That is so beautiful. Really came together better than I thought it would. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would for junk wood that I found down by my creek. I've been holding on to that little piece. It was longer. It had to be about that long, and I cut it up into pieces. I've held on to it for about 2 years now. You should see a donation link down below. It's for the Humane Society of Cherokee County. I've talked about this on my channel before. If you could find it in your hearts to donate to the Humane Society, please do. It would mean a world to me. And if you put MPC in your comment section when you donate, I will match every penny that's donated. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Or appreciate it if you head on down, hit that thumbs up button, share the video if you can. Leave a comment below what you think about this. Tell me what you think about anything. I'm good with that. If you'd like, please hit the subscribe button. If you don't, that's fine. I appreciate you watching. And until next video, stay cool.